Hey, how's it going? This is Pilot Boy Chris, the authority in pilot car information online. If this is the type of information that you're looking for, then definitely you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so you know every time that I drop some new content. I'm dropping content on a regular, 1 to 3 videos per month, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. So today what we're talking about is we got 5 steps to getting started in the pilot car industry. So let's get into it. Step number 1, you want to secure a vehicle. Now that's not a lot of limitations on the vehicle that you can use in this industry. I've been asked, is there a restriction on how many miles is on the vehicle, what year the vehicle is, etc., etc. Those things aren't big. What the main issue is, or the main concern is, are the restrictions as far as the vehicle is concerned, is weight limitations and size limitations. They can't be too small or too big, and then you gotta look at the weight of the vehicle as well. But it's not a big deal in general, because they're really trying to basically not allow the smaller cars, like the smart cars, onto the highway while doing this job. And that's really your main concern. As far as how old the car is, that's not a concern. I mean, if you got a 1970 F-150, if they made them back then, and it's running and it's rolling, you can throw some equipment on that thing and go make you some money. So generally, vehicle in your driveway, I like to tell folks, generally the vehicle in your driveway 9 times out of 10 will work, with a couple of exceptions when it comes to, like I say, size and weight. Now with my students, I do get a little bit more in depth and talk about the most popular vehicles that are out there, my personal preference as far as what vehicles I use, and I also go in depth on what it is you're up against when you're out there doing this job, and what you're dealing with. Therefore, you can make your own decision on what vehicle or what type of vehicle will be best for you, considering what you're trying to do, what you're up against out there, and what you think is the best move for you. But like I say, step number 1 definitely is securing a vehicle. Without securing a vehicle, all these other steps, I believe, are irrelevant, because if you don't have a vehicle to work in, then you're either not going to be working or you're going to be working for somebody else. And really, in this industry, that's not what you're trying to do, especially long term. Starting out, I just was on a budget, and I felt that the DBA was the best route for me. And through the years, I had no problems when it came to being protected as a company. So I maintained the DBA for a while. And like I said, it just worked out for me. If you want to go get LLC and set up a more official business structure, then feel free to do that. But step 2, ultimately, you want to set up your business structure when getting into this industry. Now, step 3 is getting certified as a pilot car driver. This is the single most important thing you can do. It is not number 1, because like I say, with number 1, if you don't have a vehicle, you're not going to be doing anything whether you're certified or not, unless you go work for somebody else, and that's not really what you want to be doing in this industry. This industry is set up to where you can be working for yourself and not have a middleman in your pocket. So again, step number 3 is getting certified as a pilot car driver. Getting certified is the only real requirement becoming a pilot car driver. Now, once you become certified as a pilot car driver, you can go work for yourself, or if you want to go work for somebody, you can go work for somebody, but you will be certified to be a pilot car driver and officially be able to work as a pilot car driver. Now, to become a pilot car driver or in the pilot car certification, the pilot car certification is a 1-day class. It's a day-long class, so it's like 8 hours long, and there is a break or pause in between, but it is a straight day of I don't want to say training, but it's a day of information. Most of the information that you're going to be going over is safety protocols, so things to do and not to do while you're out there and operating. It doesn't really teach you how to do the job of a pilot car driver, but does teach you how to be safe or safely do your job out there as a pilot car driver, and different safety protocols and whatnot that you'll need to abide by. There are a handful of companies out there that offer pilot car certification classes, so be careful, because not all of them are official, or I won't say official, they just don't all offer the same thing. Some of those classes out there will only certify you for one state. Some of them will certify you for all states. However, they may double charge you or triple charge you. So you want to be careful on who you choose to get your certification through. I'm going to leave a link in the comments, not the comments. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the company that is the most popular in the industry. It's the company I use, all my drivers use. Most of the people I know in the industry have used this company as well. They charge an economical fee for their class, and they're just really reputable. So I'm gonna leave that link in the description for you guys that are ready to go get certified and get this thing going. Make sure you follow the link when you sign up, so you can guarantee that you're coming in at the best rate possible. Even if you decide to call in later to this company, make sure you talk to Ashley, and even mention me, Pilot Boy Chris. You can mention me to make sure that you get the best rate possible. You should be able to enroll at $230 versus $250, $260, and even $500 like some of these other places are charging. So I'm gonna leave that link in the description below for you guys. And if you have any questions about getting certified or following that link or contacting that company, you can reach out to me. Drop a comment in the comments if you have any questions about it. Like I said, I want to make sure you guys get the best price on getting certified and not get taken advantage of out there by some of these companies that are offering these courses. It's called the Utah certification. However, don't get thrown off by that name. It does certify you for all states except New York. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that New York is the only state that requires you to get certified for their state in particular. So it doesn't matter what other certification you get, you still have to go to New York and get certified to escort through New York if that's one of the states you plan to work in or work through. But the Utah certification does certify you for all other states in the United States. So you'll be good there. So don't get thrown off by the name of it if you decide to call in or click that link and you see the word Utah on there. It does certify you for all states. Next is step 4. Step 4 is getting your equipment. You got a whole list of equipment that you're gonna need and that's required to have as a pilot car driver. Some of this equipment, you're gonna have to go to a few different places to get it. I haven't found one place that sells everything. Some of this stuff you can get from industry sites. Some of it you can get from Amazon, some truck stops, etc., etc. I actually will leave some links to some of the stuff I've found on Amazon to help you guys out. I'll leave some links to that. Also, if you want to go on my website, I have an equipment list as well, so you can know not only what you'll need as a pilot car driver, but on this equipment list that's on my site, I actually highlight the stuff that you need initially, and also let you know what equipment you don't have to necessarily get immediately that you can wait to get once you start making money. So basically, it's a list of everything that's required as a pilot car driver. So you're gonna need it, and technically you're supposed to have it. However, some of this stuff you're gonna need day one, and some of this stuff you're gonna need eventually, or you're gonna need to just have it because you're required to have it. So the equipment list that's on the site, like I say, it highlights the stuff you're gonna need day one, and also lets you know what equipment you can actually wait to get a little bit later. So if you somebody that's out there that's trying to bootstrap and you're on a budget trying to get into this game, that'll be a good list to have, so that you're not going out there spending all your money on equipment when you don't necessarily need to from the get-go. But step 4 is going to be securing your equipment. Now for step 5, the last step is getting your work. It's only pretty much 2 ways of doing it, and that's through load boards or contacts. You got to figure out which one you want to do, or which one you want to use, or which route you want to go, and then execute that plan. It's that simple. When it comes to load boards and contacts, some of you may have seen my video that highlights that subject matter. Load boards, there's a couple of them out there. Most of them aren't worth anything, but then there's one that is like the load board for the industry. That's one that I subscribe to myself. But if you've heard me in the past, you know that I subscribe to that as a plan B always. That's always a good safety net to have. For anyone looking for contacts and have been following me, you know I offer contacts in my mentorship and training course. So that's not an issue. If that's what you want to do, or if that's the route you want to go, then definitely I offer almost 50 contacts to get you started and get you rolling. So that's not an issue as far as finding work and getting work when you start. The last thing you want to do is pay all this money for equipment and getting your vehicle ready and getting certified, and then you get out there and there's no work, or you can't find any work. So to overcome that obstacle, I do offer dozens of contacts to help you get going in this industry, if contacts is the way you want to go as far as starting your business. If you want to go the load board route, or you can go try to find them on your own. If you want a little help with that, I do have a resource list on my website as well. That includes insurance companies that deal with pilot car companies. I got the load board, the highlighted load board is listed on that resource list as well. A couple other things. But like I said, step 5 is just deciding on how you're going to get that work and executing that plan to get that work. So step 5 is getting work. Regardless of how you do it, that's what you need to do. Hit the site for this info if you're interested in any of that help. If you're going at it alone and you're just jumping out there, love and good luck to you. Either way, I'm rooting for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop in the comments and tell me what's on your mind. Tell me which route you want to go, which route you think is best for you, and I'll see you guys on the next one.